Hey Dame, wanted to make a quick video. I had my therapy session number 2 yesterday, and it actually went very well. I know the first one I was worried and I was shaking after, and I had so many emotions, but I kind of realized, hey, we're just here to do the anxiety and the trainings and to better manage stress, and that's what we were there for. It kind of took a lot of stress off. I think I was able to internalize that more. So I still was, a little bit uncomfortable, I'd say, but it was definitely way better. And I think the session went pretty well. This session, we kind of just talked about basics, what stressors were in my life, and work stressors, and I ended up talking a little bit about my biological clock. And I do have a male therapist, and but he was like, do you feel comfortable talking about this with me? And I said, yeah, I think I'll be fine. And so we are going to continue that dialogue. But it was just, I've posted to Facebook quite a bit. I've had a lot of stressors in that regard. I just recently looked into it, artificial insemination, and I've had some bullies kind of come through and question my sexuality and question my right to sexuality, and just they were saying some pretty terrible things about if I were desperate or if I wanted to be with their significant others, and that's not really the case. I'd like to find, I want to have my own family, and I want to have my own happily ever after, and I don't want to take yours, and I don't want to disrupt any happily ever afters. I don't want to detract from your happily ever afters to have one of my own. But it was a lot of cruel people were kind of weighing in, and so it was not great. I did get very upset on Facebook, and so it has been a stressor. And regardless, I was working like 50-60 hours, but it still didn't go away, of course. So it was. It's kind of a constant thing. I am getting older, and I would want to have healthy children, and I know that after 35 there's more higher risk in pregnancy and things like that, and so it's not something that you can really put off indefinitely per se. With modern technology, it is better, but still, it's still kind of a thing. It's a presence, especially just I think socially, for women, whether or not that's their scene or not. I think it's always kind of there, and I don't know if you can eradicate that as a question or as a part of society. I think that those social pressures and those social questions are always going to be there. So it's definitely worth talking about. But I felt, I felt like such a cliche. I even told him that I was a stereotype. Well, all right, well, we're gonna have to talk about it. So if we're gonna discuss, the stresses that were causing attentional, concerns, and but the hours I was working was probably enough to do it, frankly. But the stress and but it was a lot. And he did say, I am going to tell you that sometimes the crying and this, the screaming, and sometimes that's a release, and that is healthy, and I see that to a certain extent. I will say sometimes it did feel that way, but I think I'm healthier having reduced the amount of hours that I was working. So now it's just a matter of figuring out that equilibrium where how much I can do. I told him I wanted to do it all. I wanted to try and help as much as I could. I wanted to get as much experience as I could, and I didn't want my human frailty to get in the way, or my humanity to detract. I wanted to try it, and I was willing to bend a little bit, and I just didn't want to give up anything either. So I was still disappointed regardless, because everything I was doing was so worthwhile. So it was stressful. I wanted to keep all of it on the table. I wanted to do all of it, and I wasn't able to do that, obviously. So overall, I think it's going to be good. He gave me some stuff to check out, and I haven't done it yet, so I'll have to do my homework. But yeah, we're going to keep seeing each other to talk about it, stress management, and coping with, again, the attentional deficits and just other symptoms that go along with like anxiety. So here we go. I'll keep you posted. Thanks so much. Bye.